There's a thin line between passion and disrespect, and sometimes athletes cross that line, and referees have to shut their behavior down. In one of the strangest clashes between an umpire and a tennis player, former Grand Slam champion Sofia Kenin was refusing to play due to wet conditions. Despite her attitude, the umpire and officials didn't budge, and told her she would be disqualified if she didn't play.
Well, she's going to be forced to play.
Yeah.
And she is colorfully displeased.
In an incredibly satisfying instant karma moment, a player from North Korea tried intimidating the water boy from Japan's team and immediately received a yellow card from the referee. A very confusing play happened when the Brazilian team didn't seem to react after one of their teammates did a pass. In frustration, one of the players punched the ball into the crowd, earning him a yellow card. Okay, this one is a little controversial. Even though the goalkeeper barely touched the player and it was an obvious flop, the way he lunged for the ball was a bit reckless, almost like he was aiming to kick the player. The ref wasn't having any of it and handed him a straight red card. Nick Kyrgios is not known to be the most composed tennis player out there, having noteworthy interactions with umpires. But an umpire had enough when it seemed that Nick intentionally hit the ball in the direction of one of the linesmen, when the ball wasn't at play. This resulted in a code violation for Nick.
Set.
How can you give me an unsportsmanlike?
No, but the linesman had to jump away. Was
no,
very dangerous. Yeah, he did.
It was about 2 meters away from you.
Like this.
I want to speak to the supervisor. Can you get him out, please?
Yeah, this is very risky.
I did not hit anyone.
No, you don't hit, but it's dangerous.
After Irish fighter Charlie Ward's victory at the Bellator 187 event, Conor McGregor stormed the octagon to celebrate with him. The referee was not happy with Conor's behavior and gave him a slight push, which set off chaos.
Worked a shot that dropped Redmond. Seconds left to go in the round. And look who's in to celebrate with him. The notorious one. Wow, Conor McGregor trying to go at the referee. I don't know what's going on here. Who's the bodyguard now? Well, Conor McGregor going after.
Okay, a little debatable if Caitlin Clark was fouled or not, but during the heat of the moment she yelled at the referee for not making the call, and it resulted in her getting a tech.
Okay, certainly deserve the technical.
I'd say warranted.
She was not saying it to the ether, she was saying it instead to the officials.
Okay, the referee might have made a bad call here by claiming that Floyd Mayweather hit Gotti on the back of the head, when it was clearly a legal shot. But when Floyd told him to step away, the ref stood his ground without realizing that it was an exhibition, and rules are different. So Floyd Mayweather fired the referee on the spot, and got a new one in just a few seconds.
I do think it was a bad call by the referee.
After LeBron James was fouled but the referee missed it, Patrick Beverley perhaps took it a little too far by bringing a camera to the court to show the referee the missed call.
With a camera, I mean, just ridiculous. And Eric Lewis rightfully tees him up.
The ref quickly shut down the bold move and gave him technical foul for his actions. The star defensive player from a Texas high school went too far when he knocked over the referee after being ejected from the game. Luckily, the other players had the ref's back, and no injuries were reported.
Players and coaches from both sides rushed the field to get Duran away from the ref and then to take care of Garcia.
The player later was arrested and banned from all high school sports for good. On football matches, the average referee on elite games runs 7.5 miles per game, making it an exhausting job, so one might understand why they don't appreciate being pranked by players. During a doubles tournament at the Mexican Open, Alex Zverev got incredibly upset at the umpire since he believed the ball was out of bounds. He only got a warning for language, but after the match ended, he attacked the umpire's chair.
9-6,
His actions resulted in him being thrown out of the Mexican Open. After losing the fight, a dazed fighter wasn't quite ready to accept it and kept going, except he was unknowingly trying to pull off a saddle technique on the referee. This is how you turn a yellow card to a red card in under 10 seconds. Referees have microphones to explain some of their calls, but they don't always have the toggle switch for the mic. The audio team might have turned on the mic prematurely when he was having a word with the players.
Dump in on the power play, then getting control. Oh, Steve Kazari's got that mic on.
Boston 25, Florida number 9.
After a very deserved red card, a player started charging at the referee like he was going to attack, causing her to push him away. Thankfully, other players intervened before it escalated.
Carlos perdeu completamente o senso. Calma, Giancarlos.
Charging fouls are common in the NBA, but Coach Mike Malone went off on the referee after he didn't call it, and the ref stood his ground.
Hanging in the air. Michael Malone is hot. He is hot. Having words here with the official, Mark Davis. He might be thrown out of here. Wow.
And well, on the halftime report, Shaq was on the ref's side, while Charles Barkley sided with Malone.
That was a charge.
No, there ain't no
this
charge, man.
I'm telling you, this was just an awful call.
But
he
that's
just
not,
ran over
but that's not the reason. You're just because you fall.
That's not the reason, but I understand why Coach
you
call a little tacky foul and you let a guy just run over a guy. That's total bull.
Move your feet like they teach you in elementary school.
Minnesota has...
Caro Murat's repeated fouls during his match with Bernard Hopkins reached a boiling point in the 12th round. A post-bell headbutt attempt on Hopkins got him a shove from the referee. Lucas Rosel is not the most liked tennis player because of his disrespectful actions and dirty tactics. Andy Murray once even called him out in front of everyone, and the umpire had to intervene.
Please.
Thankfully, no one was injured, but after the opposing team scored a goal, one of the players went to complain to the referee and slipped, causing both of them to fall. This cost him a game suspension. Barrington Renford is a 250-pound former kickboxer who's now a referee, but after one of the fighters punched after the bell, his former fighter background took over.
Oh, now he's gone. And the referee brings him to the ground because he hit him after the bell.
To be honest, it's the...
After Alyssa Thomas got ejected after taking down Angel Reese in what was a clear foul, it sparked debate about WNBA veterans being a little too rough on the rookies. Thankfully, the ref was not having it and ejected her from the game.
Trying to come in. Oh my goodness. She had her hand around Angel Reese's neck.
Jeremy Langford insists it was an accident, but while taunting the referee, he knocked off one of their caps, which led to him being ejected from the game.
To do that, stuck his arm out and hit the back judge right in the cap, knocked his helmet off. But I think in the bigger picture,
a referee with superhuman strength managed to stop a brawl from happening in the octagon by dragging both the fighter and a member of his team at the same time. In volleyball, not having your lineup set on time is against the rules. One ref, frustrated with a player for not getting into position quickly enough, handed her a yellow card.
As soon as Tuesday. Seems to be a warning for Marion Boz there. I heard Coach Guidetti saying that
Pierluigi Collina was named the world's best referee 6 consecutive times before retiring, and he wasn't afraid to push back when players crossed the line.
right on the spot, and Davids won't leave it alone. In fact, the referee is pushing Repcar away. There's a certain hand on chest there.
Luka Doncic is known for being very passionate during games, with even getting 16 technical fouls in a season, earning him a suspension. During Miami versus Dallas, he challenged the referee by yelling at him and got him a quick tech.
no whistle. Half is over. Oh, technical. Yeah. Can feel that coming.
Okay, this one is a very complicated case, and it's hard to tell who's in the wrong. It started when a star football player from Crawford High School injured referee John Hurlich. It can be seen on the clip that the ref was lightly hit, but he sued him for $1 million.
Lawsuit filed by the referee John Hurlich claims Sroy had a history of improper hits after the play was over. He alleges coaches and players not only knew of his conduct, but encouraged it.
It wasn't on purpose, it was an accident. I didn't mean to hurt anybody.
The school decided to not represent the student named Jason in the lawsuit, which is strange considering he was playing for the school. The ref also sued the school district and eventually settled for $50,000. and he later dropped the case against Jason. But Jason racked up $129,000 in lawyer's fees defending himself against the ref, so he then sued the school district for not representing him, but the case was dismissed.